All right, so we're diving into options trading today.
Sounds good.
You know, you sent over some stuff from optionspop.com, and wow, those explosive profit claims, like 742% in just 7 days.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder,
Sure.
Is there a way to turn like a little bit of money into a lot of money?
It's tempting, right?
It is. What do you think?
It's tempting to believe that kind of stuff, but
Yeah.
I think we need to understand how options really work first.
Totally.
Powerful tools,
Yeah.
but they're not magic.
Optionspop.com, they use this Tesla stock example
Okay.
to kind of explain the whole call option thing, like
Right.
betting on a stock to go up. But instead of just buying the stock, you're
Right.
buying an option to buy it later.
Yeah, that's right. So you're buying the option to buy at a specific price,
Okay.
which is called the strike price.
Gotcha.
And the option gives you the right, but you don't have to buy within a certain time frame.
Okay.
So if the price of Tesla goes way up, past that price you have the right to buy, you can use that option, buy the shares for that lower price,
Right.
then sell them at the higher price for a profit.
And that's where the idea of leverage comes in.
Yeah.
Right? So you're controlling a lot of profit
Yeah, you can control
with
long
a
enough.
small investment.
Yeah, with just the option itself.
Yeah. Optionspop.com claims with Tesla, same price change, you could make 588% with a call option,
Wow.
compared to just 10.8% owning the actual stock.
That's the potential upside.
Yeah.
But remember, an option is a derivative.
Okay.
It's depending on what that underlying asset does.
Okay.
In this case, Tesla.
Right.
If the stock doesn't move how you expect,
Right.
that option value can drop.
Oh, wow.
And we haven't even talked about the expiration date.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting a little overwhelmed.
Sure.
Before we jump into risks,
Okay.
can we talk about put options for a sec?
Yeah.
Optionspop.com mentions those too. Sounds like you're betting on a stock to go down.
Exactly. A put option gives you the right to sell shares at a price. Okay? So if you think Tesla's going down, you buy a put option.
Gotcha.
If the stock drops below the price you chose,
Yeah.
you exercise that option, essentially selling high and buying low.
So calls when you're bullish, puts when you're bearish.
That's it.
But it strikes me, no pun intended, this claim from optionspop.com that they have this system for these short-term, high-probability trades, POPs.
Yeah.
They even brag about past trades with returns like 445% in just 2 days. Honestly, it all sounds a little too good to be true.
Well, that's where being skeptical is important.
Right.
Is it really possible to predict those kinds of market moves consistently?
Right?
And if it were that easy, wouldn't everybody be doing it?
Exactly.
Wouldn't those opportunities disappear?
Yeah, wouldn't the people who made the system be
Yeah.
sipping margaritas on a beach somewhere,
Yeah.
making millions themselves, not selling it for a monthly fee?
Yeah, something doesn't add up.
Something's not quite right.
We need to look past the hype
Yeah.
and think about the risks. And luckily, optionspop.com, for all their promises, they do actually sprinkle in some warnings
Yeah.
about losing your whole investment.
They do say only trade with money you can afford to lose.
Right.
But it is buried under all the easy money talk.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the risks.
Okay.
They say there's two big ones. Stock not moving how you want, and the option expiring worthless.
Yeah. Those are really important to understand.
Yeah.
So let's say you buy a call option on Tesla,
Okay.
thinking it's going up,
Uh-huh.
but the stock drops.
Yeah.
Now suddenly no one wants to buy the right to buy Tesla at that higher price.
Right.
So your option is worthless.
Ouch. And the expiration date adds more pressure, right?
Yeah.
It's not just which way the stock moves, but
Right.
it moves enough in that time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Auctionspop.com talks about trades that happen in just 2 to 9 days.
Wow.
So if the stock doesn't pop by then,
Uh-huh.
your option expires and you lose everything.
So even if you're right about the direction, the timing has to be perfect.
Yeah, it's like a high-stakes game of musical chairs
Yeah.
where the music stops really quickly.
No wonder they call them high-risk trades.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel like the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah, it's really important to remember that options trading,
Okay.
even with a service like this,
Uh-huh.
it's not a sure thing to get rich.
Right.
The potential is there,
Yeah.
but you can also lose a lot.
Right.
And honestly, if it were that easy, wouldn't everyone be doing it?
Good point.
So before anyone rushes to sign up for optionspop.com,
Right.
maybe we should look closer at what they offer.
Yeah.
See if it's cracked up to be.
Good idea.
Yeah. So for $79 a month,
Yeah.
you get access to this system that's supposed to find these pops. Auctionspop.com sends 3 buy alerts every week,
Okay.
like email and text.
Gotcha.
And they have some basic training on options trading, too.
Yeah, they make it sound pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But one thing I found interesting,
yeah,
maybe a little concerning, that contrast between the explosive profit stuff
right,
and then that disclaimer for bottom of the website.
Yeah.
They say you could lose all your money.
It's almost like they're admitting how risky it is.
Right.
But also try and make it sound like you'll get rich quick.
Yeah. That 30-day money-back guarantee feels like a way to get people to try it.
Yeah, like a try before you buy.
Right.
To make it seem less risky.
But even with that guarantee,
sure,
shouldn't we look deeper?
Yeah.
Like, what's OptionsPop.com's track record?
Yeah.
Do they show any proof?
Right. Are these pops really that predictable?
Yeah.
Those are all good questions.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not seeing much transparency.
Right.
They do show some past pop trades with big percentages, but we don't know the whole story.
Okay.
How many trades total? How many were losers?
Right.
What's the average return?
Yeah, it makes you wonder if they're only showing the good stuff.
Yeah.
To make it seem like it always works.
Exactly. And even if they had some wins.
Yeah.
How do we know that can happen over and over again?
Right.
Especially for someone new.
Past performance doesn't guarantee future results.
Absolutely. And options trading.
Yeah.
Super affected by the market changing.
Right.
Unexpected stuff happening.
Yeah.
There's so many things going on. Not just the price of the stock.
Right.
But also like volatility, time decay, even the whole economy.
And those two risks we talked about, stock not moving the right way and the option expiring.
Those are always there with options.
No matter what any service says.
Doesn't matter what they say.
And what's even more concerning.
What's that?
OptionsPop.com, they only give buy alerts.
Oh, really?
They don't tell you when to sell.
So you have to figure that out yourself.
Yeah, which is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, especially for someone new to options.
Right.
Who doesn't really get how it all works.
Yeah, it's like they're giving you the keys to a race car.
Huh? I like that.
But not teaching you how to drive.
You might be able to go fast for a little bit, but you're probably going to crash.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it.
Options can be powerful.
They are.
But you need knowledge and skill.
You have to manage your risk.
It's not just picking the right stock.
Right.
You got to understand it all.
And make smart choices.
Based on knowing the market?
Yeah. So someone who's interested in options, but maybe a little unsure now.
Yeah.
What should they do?
Do they have to become like a financial expert first?
I wouldn't say you need to be an expert.
Okay.
But you need to know the basics.
Right.
Before you invest in anything, especially options. Do your homework.
Yeah.
Don't just trust the ads and testimonials.
Okay.
Really learn how it works.
Right.
And research different strategies.
Their disclaimer does mention some resources.
Oh, yeah.
For learning about options. Like the SEC, FINNRA, and the Options Clearing Corporation.
Those are good places to start.
Yeah.
For anyone who wants to learn more.
To understand the risks.
Yeah, those are reputable places.
Okay.
They give you a more balanced view.
Right.
Than a website trying to sell you something.
Like OptionsPop.com.
Exactly. Remember, knowledge is power.
Especially with investing.
Always.
So it's not just about finding the right system. It's about learning enough to make good choices.
You got it.
Understanding that there's no easy way to make money in the market.
No shortcuts.
You got to put in the work.
It takes time and skill.
And a healthy dose of skepticism.
Oh, yeah. Especially when something sounds too good to be true.
Which brings us back to this question.
Okay.
Is there really a system that can always predict these huge short-term gains in options?
I'm not so sure.
I'm still not convinced.
Yeah, if a system like that existed, wouldn't it change everything about the market?
Right. Wouldn't risk basically disappear?
Yeah, if everyone knew exactly when a stock was going to go up,
the
whole game would be different.
And wouldn't the people who made this system
be
using it to get rich themselves?
Instead of selling it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Logically, no.
It brings up questions about why they're doing this.
What's the real goal?
Is it to help people make money?
Right.
Or is it to make money from selling the system?
Even if people don't actually make money.
It's kind of a cynical way to look at it.
Yeah.
But you need to be careful with investing.
Absolutely.
There's always someone trying to sell you the secret to getting rich quick.
It's true.
So it all goes back to risk and reward.
Yeah.
The potential for those huge gains that OptionsPop.com talks about.
Right.
It's tempting.
Of course.
But those gains come with a chance of losing a lot, too.
That's the thing people forget.
Yeah.
When something promises big returns, but doesn't mention the risks.
Right.
Be really careful.
It's like walking a tightrope with no safety net.
Yeah.
The view might be great, but if you fall...
You fall hard.
It's a reminder. There's no such thing as a free lunch in the market. No magic formula. No way to totally get rid of risk.
If there was, we'd all be rich.
Exactly.
The truth is, to make money consistently, whether it's options or something else, it takes time.
Yeah.
Skill, learning from your mistakes.
And a healthy dose of skepticism.
Always.
Especially with these services that make big promises.
Yeah, with no real proof.
Instead of looking for a shortcut or some secret system.
Focus on the basics.
Okay.
Learn how the market works.
Yeah.
Different strategies. And most importantly, know how much risk you can handle.
So for everyone listening, what does this all mean?
Hopefully you're thinking about options trading a little differently now.
More carefully.
Yeah, knowing that there's potential, but also a lot of risk.
It's about making smart choices.
Not just jumping in.
Right.
Because of hype or FOMO.
And it's okay to not do options at all.
Absolutely.
If you're not comfortable with the risk.
It's your money, your future.
Exactly.
Do what's right for you.
Don't feel pressured to do something you don't understand.
One last thing to think about.
Okay.
If someone says they have this system that always makes money trading.
Yeah.
Ask yourself,
why
are they telling you?
Right.
What's in it for them?
That's a good question.
The answer might surprise you.
That's all the time we have for this deep dive.
Okay.
Hope you found it helpful.
Me too.
And maybe it made you think a little.
Yeah.
And hopefully you feel a little more in control.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
Until next time, remember to invest wisely, cautiously, and most importantly...
What's that?
Invest in yourself.
Couldn't agree more.